fuck. Alright.
Meeting Pablo Escobar.
Alright. This one seems interesting. Alright. So the name of this video is Meeting Pablo Escobar and How I Negotiated Every Kilo for $5,000. Basically cheap. You know what I'm saying? $5,000 a kilo is pretty cheap, man. So let's see how he did it.
Did you go to his house?
Yeah, I've been to his house. I've been to parties and not his house and other heavyweights.
Tell us about his house. Where he had many giant homes, but
Yeah.
you were introduced to him through a builder who built one of his
Built
houses.
his house.
Did that builder ever get killed?
No.
There's a rumor that he used to
No, he
have mansions built and then have all the people who built the houses killed.
That's not true.
Okay, I figured it wasn't. But
No, it's not
where was the house that you met him at?
maybe an hour from Medellin. I don't remember.
It was a finca out in the hills.
Yeah, I think out there. But he had a lot of different houses. I met him in 2 or 3 different locations at time. That house was the one that my friend was at the time the biggest builder of Medellin. He built the tallest building at the time. It was, I think, 32-story Cortejer building. And at the time, it was like a high-rise instead of like a skyscraper.
Yeah.
It was the pride of them.
Wow.
And he built Pablo's house. Now, I have a friend that introduced me to him because I'm a builder. And when I'm hanging around with drinking...
Oh shit. So he was also a builder and then said, fuck it, I'm gonna get into the drug business.
With
Damn.
Luis.
I mean, if you see the opportunity right there, you know what I'm saying, you're meeting Pablo Escobar, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you probably would too if you were a crazy motherfucker who's down for anything, you know, down for the business.
You know, and the air is kind of thin. There were some other heavyweight Colombians that are there.
Yeah.
Then he pulled me off to the side and he goes, hey man, you want to meet Pablo? And I said, what do I need from Pablo? Well, I don't give a shit about Pablo, be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm making $1 million. You can make some real money. I said, what, $1 million a week is not real?
Yeah.
How happy, old camper.
Right.
No, so I said, all right, in for a dollar, fine, set it up. So he
He
introduced
said,
me
fuck it,
to the
I want that bread.
guy who built Pablo's house. That Pablo adored the guy.
Right.
Pablo adored him like a father.
And then he brought you up to Pablo's house
He brought me
for like a one-on-one?
Yeah, no, there was like 10, 15, there was a bunch of other people there. Roberto was there, other friends. I didn't ID everybody. I walked in with one of my shirts that had the sword, and I had a hat that had the sword, Excalibur, my aircraft company. And I walked in with my buddy who brought me to the house. He's dead now, and I'm still friends with the daughter, by the way. She's living in Panama. And Mila. And
Probably should have said that.
So, you know, he's gonna make a commission on this, on introducing me. And I know this. He's not introducing me because he just likes.
Right.
Everybody like got their hand up.
Yeah.
So when Pablo said, you know, you're too high, and I said, well, I'm not flying down. And I used that logic, you know. And we agreed on $5,000 per kilo. Another thing that I did was, I don't want the responsibility of his commission. They're called comisionistas. He's gonna make a broker's fee. I don't want that on my shoulders.
What was the fee?
I don't even know if it was 1% too, but I don't know because I never paid it.
Right.
And I didn't want the responsibility of paying it. I don't want to owe this guy any money, and I don't want to be sending money to this guy, and I don't want phone calls from this guy to America. You know, so let's be perfectly clear. You have to pay him.
And how long are you talking? How long does this little back and forth between you and Pablo take?
Oh, it was a while.
Really?
Yeah, I drank a cup of coffee. You know, I didn't want to drink beer. Even though I drank like a fish back in those days. I mean, I wake up, I went to 2
He wanted to be sober so that they couldn't do anything to him. Smart man, smart man.
bottles of champagne a day.
And how did you? Because Colombians, you don't just get into business. You have to be friendly. It's a bullshit. It's a bullshitting culture.
Well,
so you kind of
that's
have to.
where the language comes in.
Right.
Had I not spoken, had my dad had told me English outside the door, Spanish inside the house, I would have never been. That's another thing. George Young doesn't speak any Spanish.
Right.
Oh, hell, you're going to talk to you guys. These guys aren't going to talk to you through a translator.
Right.
And be intimate. So I got real intimate. And I'm just kind of bossy, you know. And,
Was he friendly? Was Pablo
Pablo?
friendly?
Yeah, very, very nice guy, like average guy. No.
Bro, that's what they say about every fucking narco or, you know what I'm saying? Top dog. Same thing they say about El Mayo, same thing they say about El Chapo. Like, bro, like he said, they're just regular people who decided to get into the drug business.
Rolex.
No, he wore sweaters. He wore like ugly sweaters you
jeans
get
and
on
shit,
at
you know?
Goodwill, right?
Yeah, I mean, you would not know that is Pablo Escobar.
Right.
Well,
Well, in the
change-
early '80s, he didn't have as much of a reputation in America, so maybe it would have been different.
I never saw him wearing elaborate jewelry.
No, he never did. I'm saying like you didn't see him as this feared international criminal back in like '81.
Yeah, but he was all of that even before he became
Right.
your Pablo Escobar.
Right.
You know, and Gustavo was soon just you owe him money. Gustavo was the real, you know.
Did you meet Gustavo?
Yeah, I met him, but Gustavo was the head of the brains of the network. And when
That's probably his hit, man.
he went down, is basically when things started falling apart.
Right.
You know, Pablo was, let's say, the name that held everything together out of
The face of it.
intimidation or fear. But Gustavo over here was the one that made everything happen.
Damn, I feel like that's a lot of like cartels. You know what I'm saying? Like we seen in the other video. Oh, El Chapo's brother is a fucking billionaire, and no one really knows about him. Like he's the one that flies under the radar. Cause again, like he said, Chapo's the face of it. The brother is the head of operation. But yeah, like I was saying, same thing with El Chapo's brother. He's not that known, or at least I did not even know he existed, or that he had a brother, and he's the one that's moving everything behind the scenes, like I said. But if y'all enjoy this video, hey, make sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay blessed.